Hey.
What?
Hey. Put the window down.
Nah, where you going?
Nah, put the window down. Why are you scared? Hey, if you don't give me that job back, I'm gonna send this to your wife. Cause I know that's not her.
How do you know it's not her?
Cause it's not her. I've seen her. I've met her before. And I want to raise too.
Better get out.
And I want you to fire your son.
Get out.
Hey, I got the video.
Okay.
You're fucked. If you don't give me that raise, I'm gonna send this video. I'm letting you know now.
You can't send anything.
I got 50,000 followers. They're gonna see it. Someone's gonna see it.
Great.
I warned you. You didn't answer my message.
What are you doing here?
You didn't answer my message.
Dude, okay. This is the fakest video I've ever seen, dude. I thought this would be entertaining. This is so fake.
You gonna give me the job back? I'll send her the video. Is she here right now?
No.
Is she here right
Get
now?
out. What do you want?
I told you I want my job back and I want to raise foreman rate.
Talk tomorrow. We'll talk at the job tomorrow.
No. We talked today.
No.
What do you mean tomorrow? Tomorrow what?
Let's show up to the job. We discussed it at work. I'm not promising you anything.
No. I'll go tomorrow, but if you tell me right now I'm getting foreman rate.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, then I guess you could show him the video. Hey.
Hey, get out. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll show her the video.
Go to the job tomorrow. I'll see you over there.
No, I don't think so. I need.
There's nobody.
Let me record this.
No. Get out. Get out.
I need
Get out.
proof
Get out. I'll see you tomorrow. You got the job. I'll see you tomorrow.
with the raise.
We'll talk about the race tomorrow.
You better give me that raise. Or I'm gonna send this to his wife.
Dude, okay. If this actually ends favorably for him, why is this video on the internet? Why am I seeing this video?
Yo, this is a message to my ex-boss that got caught cheating on his wife. You're still good, alright? I did not send a video to your wife yet. You have been ghosting me though. You told me to pull up to the job site. You gave me the wrong address. He never gave me the address, chat. Never gave me the address. Second of all, a lot of...
If it's your job site, what? Wouldn't you know the address if you used to work at the job?
Y'all asking, did I get the raise? I have not gotten the raise yet. I'm sorry to say. Third of all, a lot of y'all are asking me,
Bruh.
how did this whole thing even happen? And for that, I got a YouTube video where I explain the whole thing. You can check it out. There's a link in my bio.
This is the fakest shit ever, dude.
The whole thing. Anybody that joined my live already seen these text messages, but I'm gonna show everybody else just in case you weren't in there. He sent me the TikTok that is currently going viral, almost at 3 mil. That's fucking crazy. I didn't think it was gonna go this nuts. But he told me, delete this video now. You will ruin my marriage. But how can I ruin somebody's marriage if I wasn't the one cheating? Right?
Wow, dude, what a cool observation.
I had to hit him with a...
I've never thought of that before.
Unless I get my job back with foreman rate, then no.
All right, you know, I only played the very beginning, and as it went on, I was like, oh wait, this is definitely staged. There's no way. This is so dumb, dude. There's no way you confronted your ex-boss's house and recorded that and then posted it on TikTok. There's no way. Oh, you just happened to like catch your boss getting head? Like what? In his car? Is he stupid? Zombie Bomb says, I got a guy's number today. Smiley face. Well, congratulations. Kai Jazz. Okay, I might just Kai Jazz. Manic is Hasan and I am his dog. All right, that's untrue. Just okay. That's untrue because unlike Chaz, Hasan's dog actually stays still.
I hate this fucking country so much.
What a great way to be in this clip. I'm sure this is going to look great on him. There's no way he could look any worse than he does now.
You can be on a fucking mountain in the middle of Norway and get better internet than Los Angeles, California.
That sounds like a California problem. That sounds like specifically like a Los Angeles problem.
And this is just like a moment of anger This is a moment of fucking anger for like something that is just so routine, so silly, such a first world problem. But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential
All right, let's look at that dog. Look at the dog.
violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
Oh, so okay, you can look, you can see he like was reaching. I'm not sure if that translates great onto the stream. Yeah, my mouth's kind of in the wood. Let me okay, all right, I'm gone. Look at him reach. Look at his left arm here.
Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just you're
I I like how I like even Hasan's own chat is like, oh yeah, like look at this one chat up here. Be nice to her. Be nice to her. Be nice to her. Wait, somebody in chat saying go back to shitting on the UK government, please. Therapy for me.
making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
So he even somehow made himself the victim here. It's like, oh, he's so spoiled. He's so spoiled. Kaya. That's the name of the dog. And by the way, guys, right? If you think that's bad, if you think what Hasan Piker did right there is just bad, well, you're just a Zionist. Okay? She has no idea she's been this is from his Instagram story. She has no idea she's been the most famous dog on the internet for the past 2 days because of a coordinated far-right / pro-Israel slander campaign. Yeah. See, man, it you know how it's like, I don't know, if you mention anything against baking, like some people will take that as like anti-Semitism. If you're against abusing dogs, you're Islamophobic. That's what's going on. That's what's going on here. So, what a great way to deflect. But he did actually address, because obviously it looks like he just shocked Kaya, right? Oh wait, is that okay? I thought that was black nail polish for a second. It kind of seemed like it, but yeah, considering, like, you know, it just looked like he was reaching for something to activate the collar for Kaya. So what did he do? Well, he brought so he did bring on, he went to show the collar, which this is kind of an analysis. Do I have the full, like, the original collar video?
Is there like a fucking LSF video or something? Is that why there's like hella people coming in here and screeching? Is that what's going on?
Oh, I'm in the way again. See, I really need to figure a situation with my VTuber model if I'm gonna show this on screen.
Oh, classic. It started on D, then H3, then LSF is the classic pipeline.
Wait, H3 Okay, what is he referring to when he says LSF? Like who is that?
I'm gonna fucking die, dude.
Live stream fail. It's live stream fails. It's live stream fails. Okay, I figured that out. So there's a subreddit or some community that you know goes over live stream fails, and because I don't know, somebody saw that on live stream fails, and that got posted there. Of course, people are confronting him about it.
Incredibly abusive to the not only best trained, but also the best behaving and most spoiled dog on the planet. Is from when Kaya yelped. Yeah, she yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something when she was getting off the bed.
Okay. Yes. So literally just denies it. Let's take a real look at the shock collar. Let's take a real look here. All right. So increase the brightness and the contrast where air gap where tape passes over divots on the device tape line. Oh, It's looking like he taped. Yeah, that definitely looks like tape. 10% speed forward and backward. Dude, this is some like Scott Cawthon Five Nights at Freddy's like teaser level analysis here. Yeah, yeah. I like people definitely found like the. uh, that's so good. That's so good. I I do believe there are people that found like the original like collar, because obviously if you show off a collar on stream, people are going to be able to track down what the model is. So let's see, Hasan dog. I'm gonna search this off the screen, but yeah, but also he kind of this is from the Mr. Medicare. Hasan electrocutes his dog. Okay, but what about Palestine? Hasan blows up a supermarket. OMG. But what about the Palestinians? Hasan powerbombs an infant through a table. Palestinian. Yeah, which considering there's a ceasefire. Um a ceasefire going on. So maybe we can talk about how Hasan's just a bad person. Like maybe we can go back to talking about that. Maybe, just maybe. Without him deflecting. But Hasan talking about his dog's collar in the past. So this is this just okay? So this is previously. I think this was like may have been a week or two ago.
And now it's mainstream. I love her. I think her collar's too tight.
Well, it's here we can.
It's you have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
She's like, it's she has a lot of neck meat.
And now it's mainstream.
So yeah, she knew the collar was a little tight on the dog, a little tight. Oh my goodness. Okay, I did find one. Wait, okay. Hey, I'm trying to find what it is. Oh wait, is this? This is the dog collar Hasan has. Let me just pull up a different video real quick. Yeah, so he then doubles down. He keeps doing this. When was this? Today was that? Yeah, that was today.
His dogs and shit. They think it's like dog abuse in general. That's part of the reason why so many trainers have come out and been like, you guys are wrong. Like shock collars are not like tasing the dog. It's like a TENS machine. I have literally fucking shocked myself in the past. Like, so people are just like oblivious to that in general. So wait, hold up. Oh, we got a discount code that Jeremy sent me. Okay, I'm gonna have Jeremy Scale on later today as well. Yes, thank you.
Okay. I keep forget when I go with Hasan, like he's in the bottom right corner, just like me. Just like that's me, bruh. That's me. Let me
I mean, they can be used in a wrong way for sure. Stop saying they don't understand. Yeah, we use an e-collar on our hunting dog. I've shocked myself. It's for his safety when hunting. Like people don't understand, because like a lot of people think that it's just, you're not supposed to train your dogs at all. You're just supposed to let them fucking roam, not realizing that like dogs need structure. They need to work. They need to be like very active. They need to get that out of their fucking system. And not only that, but also in an effort to train them, a lot of the literally the disability dogs, the service dogs, get fucking e-collar trained with like a what you would call a shock collar. What did Vanilla May say? Vanilla May say, hi, Kaya. Yeah, it's so even like the most maximalist position that people think happened is not even a remotely controversial incident. It's just like, I was not even angry at Kai. I was just fucking angry at the situation of my internet being cut out, and I just had a fucking shitty moment. It is what it is. You know? It was something that I also recognize as well. It was just awful. They are wrong. The leading animal behavior organizations oppose them. You guys are spreading misinformation right now.
It's crazy. If anything, this is going to be the downfall of Hasan Piker, and not literally calling for like the deaths of many people, which I've gone over this before. I have a video on this, and it catalogs like Hasan's whole history of just like advocating for political violence, calling for it, celebrating it, all that stuff. And but it's the dog. It's the heckin' pupperino that gets him gone. And I was able to find. So according to this tweet, at least, this is the dog collar Hasan has. The only difference from the one he hold is remove the prongs and put black tape over it. He shocked his dog, removed the prongs the next day, and tried to cover it up. Bro, just admit you shocked the dog. People would be less mad. Yeah, so that's what the product looks like on Amazon, and then that's what he's holding right there. I'll let you all come to your own conclusions. But this, yeah, like, dude, it's so funny how, like, because he's like this moral grandstanding, like, holy, who is the, it's just like, but then he does this to his dog, after which, like, it's not inherently bad that you have a shock collar on your dog, but literally, like, your dog just sits there on stream to be an accessory, a prop in your stream. And his streams go on for long hours. Like, I don't know, I would imagine like between like the 7-hour per day mark, just about. So even if Kaya were to just like move out of frame, like within 7 hours, I think that makes sense, right? For a dog to move, within a 7-hour time frame. Nope. All right, here's an old Hasan clip. Hasan Piker explains his theory of pet ownership. When you have an animal, you have it. Okay, let's just play it. Let's just play from the horse's mouth. Oh, okay. Also, I'm not gonna full screen this, so you get the whole video and you get me. I think that's the way to go.
You have an animal that you are taking care of. You have a literal fucking slave, and not just like a slave, but you have a literal fucking slave that you shackle. Okay, every fucking day, pull from their neck and take him wherever the fuck you want to take him to. And on top of that, you fucking neuter your slave. So your slave can't have more slaves. And you have the slave for just personal consumption, like making yourself feel better. You have an animal.
Yeah, does this guy actually believe anything he says? Does he live up to the words he espouses at all? Because, like, if you'd call a slave, like, by his own logic from back then, he would be partaking in slavery. And also, I will say, slaves used to be neutered, and like I'm talking about actual slaves. Humans, right? They would, in a lot of slave trades, because slavery was a widely practiced thing, believe it or not. Not just in America, because America Reno bad, but in basically every other slave trade, the slaves were sterilized. Not in America though. Does that make it better? I mean, obviously, does that make up for like mistreating like human beings? No, but at least they weren't sterilized. But this video is so get this. Or is there? Okay, there's not even. Yeah. Wait, he's aware that blackmail is a crime. He's recording say crime. Yeah, this is fake. This is completely fake. Blackmail is illegal. Putting it on Wall Street goes to jail. It's fake. It's literally fake.
I just found my boss.
This is the fakest thing. This is the fakest video on the entire internet. Like if I AI generate a Sora AI video, then it would be more real than this. All right. Yeah. Speaking of Twitch, Twitch is just doing great things nowadays, isn't it? Oh, dude, Twitch is. It's bad. Twitch it's so bad. But we now have a baby that has been birthed live on Twitch. And by the way, this was celebrated by the CEO of Twitch. All right, I'm gonna turn down this noise. I hope you understand. Wait, Mysterious K says, apparently, I'm just going to like let this. Apparently, Abbasid, Caliphate, Al-Andalus, and Ottoman Empire neutered the male slaves, Google says. Yep, many slave trades. Is that the mother recording on the phone right there? Is that supposed to be her mother? Your trad wife, sir.
Baby, just jump over, okay?
Your trad e-girl. There she is, guys. Yeah. This is crazy. It's Luna. Dude, imagine being that kid who was birthed live on Twitch. Yeah, I wonder where that kid's gonna be like 19 years from now. That's gonna be. Do you think people would recognize him as like, oh yeah, you're the baby born live on? Do you think Twitch is gonna be around in like 13 years? You know, when he's like old enough to presumably get bullied for it, or I don't know, get acknowledged for it at least. I don't know. Maybe it'll be seen as a cool, normal thing. Everybody's mothers in like 20 years are gonna be live streaming themselves giving birth. That's just gonna be the new norm, as they say. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go full like Ted Kaczynski on this. I do, you know, it is kind of weird. It is kind of, you know, but you know, like, I feel like this was inevitably going to happen. Somebody was going to give birth live on stream, right? Like, yeah. Zombie Bomb says this feels. I do. I am inclined to agree. Like, what was the idea here? What were they thinking? What were they cooking? Like, who got the great ideas? Like, hey, you're pregnant. Let's give birth live on stream. Also, I'm curious who's the father. Yeah. All right. Okay. Here's another tweet. We're gonna watch like an actual video, but the creator houses are being so you know like how TikTok, like there's a bunch of people that have like creator house. I don't know how they can afford that. By the way, I don't know how they can justify that. Like they have to have no way TikTok pays this well, right? But just look at this. I don't know if this is gonna be copyright music, but you live and create, and they're doing TikToks, and you know there was a kid in there. There was a kid in there. Oh, is this a family? Is this a family? Are they doing TikToks together? Is that wait? Okay, if so, is that the mom? Is that the mom? Is the mom the center of the TikTok? Like it's a mom and it's either a mom, dad, and two kids, or oldest sister, like two very young, not very young, but like younger kids, and then the father. One of the two, and I think it's probably worse if that's the mother right there, in the center of the frame, because it's literally she's using her kids and her husband to feed her own ego. Ugh. Dude, it's just like I don't know. This is literally like the most lowbrow content. There is nothing to be gained by watching these dances. Also, the dances aren't that good. Like, there's a couple moves in there that were like cool, whatever, but like, yeah, pull that out as some like dance part. No. This is how to afford USA groceries. Yeah, the whole family. You get your kids working, and they convince themselves it's for fun and fame. It's okay. While we are on Hasan for this, I just found it's like a political ad, because if you don't know, in Virginia there's, I believe it's for the AG, the Attorney General, who's like the top of law enforcement. That like he's like this Democrat running for that AG position. You like leaked text messages of him texting a Republican about how he fantasized about like murdering this like one of, not his constituents, but like another like guy in the state Congress, like the state house, like one of his like killing his children, or like such shit like that. Is like crazy shit. And so I'm assuming this is from the Virginia governor debate, gubernatorial debate, if you want to be like official about it. Although I'm
pulling the trigger, is that what would do it? And then you would say he needs to get out of the race, Abigail?
I literally saw this like right before going live, and this is such a like well put together ad.
You have nothing to say, Abigail? What if he said it about your your 3 children? Is that when you would say he should get out of the race, Abigail? You're running to be governor.
Miss Earl Sears.
I mean, we're talking about murder. We're talking about someone's life being taken from them. Have you nothing to say about that? Are you not going to address it? Really, you can't go any further. You're a governor. You're supposed to stand up for all.
Well, dude, like what was that mouth movement right there? Genuinely.
Stand up for all the people. Are you saying political murder is all right? Have some political courage. What you have done is you are taking political calculations about your future as governor. Well, as governor, you have to make hard choices, and that means telling Jay Jones to leave the race.
Dude, she didn't say anything. I mean, obviously, this is probably like somewhat manipulated because it's literally a political ad. But that's crazy. Like, how did she? I genuinely want to know her response. That's like a whole hype teaser. Looked like she was gonna laugh, honestly, because like I don't know. There's a part where she kind of has a smirk. Like I don't know, she's just holding it. Wait, like she does like her face. Dude, like, okay, do you see her mouth contort right here? Wait, I'm gonna like look at that. What is she holding back right there? Does she think this is funny? Dog, this is dog. Dude, yeah, imagine living in Virginia and like your AG candidate just like has leaked text messages from 3 years ago, which isn't that long ago. I don't like, obviously, you know, if you're a young, but I'm assuming he was in politics. He was old enough to be in Congress and well established enough, like 3 years ago, like to be an elected official. And just know that, like, you know, if you live in Virginia, like an AG candidate is just like, oh yeah, I want people dead, bro. Wait, quadratic residue in chat says somebody edit Hasan as Eneru from One Piece. All right, but oh, and that is a browser extension updating. All right, so this video came out a couple days ago from Shoe on Head. Female Gooners must be soft. It's been a little while since I watched a Shoe on Head video. By a little while, it'd probably be like a year. But I don't know. A Shoe on Head seemed to have attracted hate from the worst people imaginable. Because Dead Domain. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dead Domain. The biggest coal poster ever. The war on Antifa. Tucker's ongoing crash anymore. Yeah. So this person literally went after this one Twitter user. His guy's like Ducky Lay Second, right? That's his at, and like he just posted some like conservative core games tier list shit post. Is that his most popular one? No, is that? But yeah, this guy hates Shoe on Head now. Shoe on Head's bizarre Charlie Kirk meltdown shows she was never progressive. Destiny reacts to Shoe on Head crying over Charlie Kirk fake cry. Yeah, the idea of a political assassination, you know, this is so bad, bro. Wow. I wonder why a woman would be crying to a political assassination.
Oh, I didn't see you there. What am I reading, you ask? Well, just one of the best-selling books.
Why does the picture look oddly desaturated?
On
or
Amazon
hazy.
Right now. With millions of sales and almost 20,000 5-star
We're studying women
views, this book has been absolutely blowing up, especially on TikTok, or Book Talk, as the kids call it. Thousands and thousands of women in particular have been raving.
See, I feel like after watching this video, we're gonna be like, yeah, maybe some books should be burned.
About this piece of literature. What piece of literature is it, you may ask? Well, Morning Glory Milking Farm, of course. A popular romance novel about a young woman down on her luck who does what every young woman does when facing financial struggle. She starts an OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding. No. She wouldn't degrade herself like that. She gets a job jerking off monsters.
That's right. The Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Is this the author?
I have been reading Morning.
No, oh my dog. Why why would she pose the camera like this? Why are her dirty ass feet in the frame of this TikTok? Why is her hand? She's fat and she's like, her hand is going inside a Cheez-Its box. Have you no shame? Have you no shame? I accidentally tapped to the giving birth video.
Farm since last night, and I'm obsessed.
This was a good time. It did not disappoint.
If this book is trash, then I am a fucking raccoon. Give me all of the garbage.
Get your eyeballs on this, because
you know they showed one like somewhat attractive woman, and then it goes to this with the fucked up teeth.
it is so good.
The female gooner epidemic.
To inform you that there is a new epidemic. An epidemic that many have yet to discuss. And that epidemic is female gooners. I'm reading what I read. Now, for those of you unaware, gooner is internet slang for someone addicted to porn. And
Bloods.
Smut is slang for dark romance novels, otherwise known as porn. Many correct about the dangers of
Yeah, dude, it's crazy because women literally will not hold back. They will just like openly post, openly discuss, openly read their like disgusting, depraved books. It's like, imagine, like, I'm assuming the vast majority of you watching this are male. I don't know. Maybe since I'm watching a show on Ed video, maybe when the VOD comes up or the clip comes up, maybe we'll see a like more balanced demographic. But just imagine if, as men, we were like in, say, coffee shops or the gym discussing like different, corn stars, like something disgusting like that.
Porn addiction with men, how it can destroy.
Imagine telling your girlfriend who your favorite like corn artist is, or like your favorite OF girl is.
Destroy their lives and their relationships. And most men know the material
the soul would probably leave your body the moment you like had to think of a name.
They consume is weird. That is why they are ashamed of it. That is why they delete their browser history. That is why they go incognito mode.
Oh, I think she's actually touching on this point. Wow. Well, how well timed.
But these bitches freaks out here. They display their smut openly in bookstores. They proudly pose in front of their smut collections. They discuss their smut openly on TikTok. They go to smut.
Oh, this was a crazy thing that happened. Like the women here were like shing. Am I allowed to say what? I don't know. Basically, they were getting freaky with these males who were like, I'm assuming paid to be there, or like they were volunteers at the event. Like the women were shing them.
Conventions and get choked out by 9-foot-tall shirtless Wendigos. Now I know what you are thinking. Shoo. Isn't this the pot calling the kettle?
I just realized, why is her own video like not in 16:9? Why is her video not like the aspect ratio of the real video? Like there's black bars on the side.
Degenerate, yes.
Like you see when she zoomed in, like the black bars disappeared.
It is, but have you considered it takes?
Is this supposed to be an aesthetic?
One to truly know one. You see, women are strange, fascinating creatures.
Kite Chess says Manic wants to marry Shu. By the way, he told me in DMs. That's false, and she is married.
For centuries, men have
so I would never
tried to figure us out. Our mood is affected by the tides and the moon. We bleed for 5 days and don't die. By painting my face, I can instantly shapeshift from a 4 to a 6. We are truly mysterious, magical creatures. But one of the most mysterious aspects of women to men.
Okay, speaking of Kite, he literally just sent me this, and speaking of DMs, he literally just sent me this. Persona! Oh, dog.
Sexuality. You see, us women are not like those disgusting moids. No, we are sophisticated. We are evolved.
Oh my god, moids.
We don't watch
oh, not moids.
videos of
I hate that word, bro.
Slapping their sweaty bodies together. No, we read about strangers slapping their sweaty bodies together. It's different, okay? You don't understand. It's okay when we do it. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the rapidly growing popularity of dark romance on TikTok and the recent dark romance convention that ended in disaster. Let's take a break from all this depressing political news.
Let me guess, it's gonna be a sponsor.
Silly. Not that those political things aren't important, trust me, they are. You should be
I thought she was about to segue to a sponsor.
up with politics and the
I don't know, maybe no sponsor wanted to put their ad on this video. Maybe that's the case.
news when you can. I know it can be difficult to do, but fear not. I have an app for that.
Oh, there we go.
This video, let's quickly give a shout out to our sponsor, Ground News.
Okay, I think we can. Is that it? Okay, that's.
And it's only $5 a month.
Was that like a? How long was that
QR
fucking
code
ad?
here
bro?
on screen, or use the link in the video description. So thank you,
Dog, like 2.5 minutes for an advertisement.
viewer, for not skipping the ad. Right. So let's get back to the video. Book Talk is a very interesting place, and any book fans out there know how it has absolutely destroyed the hobby of literature and just flooded it.
Yeah, like guys, like I promise you, just walk into a Barnes and Noble, it's cooked. It's so, and that like even if there wasn't like quote unquote dark romance, it would have been cooked either way. Like it's just like manga and then slop. And then the quote unquote banned books list, which it's not gonna have any actual banned books like Camp of the Saints. It's just gonna be like, oh, George Orwell, Catcher in the Rye.
Absolute slop. Spicy slop. You see, books on TikTok are not rated by how well they are written or how good the characters are. No, they are rated by the spice. And what does spice mean? Porn. It means porn. Spice level is
Titan Chess says play the ad segment in full, Manic. How about no? How about no?
very important to book talkers.
I am standing on business. You'll have to send $20 collectively. $20 and I'll play the entire Ground News ad.
How much spice does a book have? What are the spiciest books they have ever read? How spicy is the book they're currently reading? Spice, spice, spice. The spiciest book going viral on Book Talk lately is none other than Morning Glory Milking Farm by C.M. Nascosta. Violet is a typical down-on-her-luck millennial,
Millennial.
educated and
Okay. Millennials are not mid-20s anymore. Millennials are not mid-20s. That's Zoomers now. Millennials are like in their 30s now, bro.
drowning in debt. Oh my god! She's just like me!
I love college!
Lifeline appears in the form of a very unconventional job in the neighboring Cambric Creek.
Dude, okay, these smut novels, they're like for the women who missed out on being a whore.
She has no choice but to grab it with both hands. Morning Glory Farm offers full-time hours, full benefits, and generous pay with no experience needed. There's only one catch. The clientele is...
I'll do you one better. Okay, if anybody in chat gives me $20 to say play the ad in full, I'll do it.
Grade A certified prime beef.
Okay, one of you can back up Chaz.
Meaty endowments to... Okay.
Morning Glory Milking Farm is actually a profound critique of late-stage capitalism and
the late stage we capitalism mentioned, guys, like dude, literally, if you want to sound like a pretentious asshole when you're like really trying to just be like sound smart when you're actually like fucking stupid, and you read Morning Glory Milking, just look at this book. This looks like a game that Markiplier would play on Game Jolt, and for like one video.
Toxic masculinity. In this text, we see that the tingling sensation in her coochie is actually the tingling sensation of a Marxist revolution.
This is every fucking BreadTube video to me, dude. This is every Jack Saint video. So I actually read the book.
Wasn't Shoeonhead considered to be part of BreadTube at one point? Was she kicked out of the club, or did she leave voluntarily?
Myself, and I'm not gonna lie, the 19th Amendment needs to be abolished. So
true!
Like I said, the story is basically this millennial named Violet, and she gets a job basically working at Big Pharma in Narnia, where they harvest Minotaur milk to make Viagra for human males. And I read the whole thing. Probably gonna be put on some kind of...
Okay. One bone for life says, so if I see a chick with that book, should I or not? Listen, dude. I'm not gonna make any judgments, but like she, I'm, I'm just saying I'll judge her.
Kind of watch list. But listen, this is my job, okay? I'm not out here like selling feet pics or something. What I do is far more dignified and normal. Now let's take a look at some of these notes I wrote. Let's see. Big dick and balls. At one point she says the term, and I quote, the seam of his sack. So I'm reading this and the whole time I'm thinking like, okay.
Yeah, okay. The comedic timing on this is impeccable.
He probably has like a...
I mean, she's been on YouTube for like what, 15 years at this point. I'd hope you'd probably be good at comedic timing if that's your shtick for 15 years.
Human head, right? He probably like looks something like this, like, you know, just a dude with like horns. Then I see the
is that a real cover?
Looks something like this, like
is that real? Is that AI generated slop? I genuinely can't tell.
With, like horns. Then I see the official artwork. That's a cow. Bro is a cow. Bro is a straight up cow. In a few parts they're being intimate and it will be like, his hooves clip clopped. My hooves will tear up your sheets. And it's like, I'm sorry, his what? At one point she describes kissing him. And I swear to God, it was more disgusting than anything else described in this book. She's like describing how big and wide his mouth is and how big and like slimy his tongue is. She's like describing the shit and you're just like, that's a cow. I mean, we are at a solid 5.5 on the Barbeau scale here. This is dangerous territory, folks.
Wait. There's is that the monster fucker? There's a monster fucker spectrum. Human pro. These characters usually look like humans but have non-human gifts or abilities. Shifter. These characters have a human form and non-human form. Humanoid creature. These creatures are not human and do not look like humans but have mainly humanoid features. Oh my goodness, dude. I like at the end. What the fuck is that?
5.5 on the Barbeau scale here. This is dangerous territory, folks. She also...
Also, I just realized she censored monster fucker up here, but she didn't censor what the fuck is that. I'm assuming she knows something about YouTube monetization that I don't.
This is dangerous territory, folks. She also f***ers his ass. She f***ers the cow's ass. But
oh no! Every word she says, it just gets worse.
Uncensored version of this video and all my videos, Patreon. Go to Patreon, become a member. All members get the uncensored version of every video, so you can hear me talking about s***ing and f***ing and f***ing a cow's asshole.
I feel like I don't want to hear about that, actually.
Is that what you freaks want? Anyway, I like how in this fantasy world, student loans still exist. Like, we can imagine a world with minotaurs and humans in a relationship, but we can't imagine a world without student loans. Sad. Oh, and he has one of those bowl rings, like the nose ring theory septum rings. And in this world, that means, like, you're married, but apparently he's divorced. The man is divorced. This is a divorced cow with a cow.
Divorced cow?
Ex-wife. The lore is deep, folks. The funniest part...
Is that a white monster?
Cow with a cow ex-wife. The lore is...
She got the monster.
It's deep, folks. The funniest part, though, has to be when they go on a date. I need to just read this to you. When the bill arrived, she attempted to pull a handful of carefully folded bills from her wristlet before he stopped her. No, that's absolutely not happening. Put that away. She'd not thought about it until the day after their first dinner together, realizing that in mortification that she ought to have attempted to pay her half. What kind of feminist are you? She asked herself. She couldn't remember the last time she'd been out and hadn't paid for her half, including her coffee date with Carson Tinsley. She had come prepared that night, several weeks of her tips smoothed and tucked into her wristlet. But I didn't even offer to pay half the other night and shouldn't have Violet, if the commanding rumble of his voice hadn't silenced her. The heat of his hand dropping to her knee would've. I don't want you to feel that you don't have any agency here. I might be the one giving all the orders. But
dude, I like how even in this like fantasy, if you see on the screen here, well, like there's a quote, what kind of feminist are you?
you
even in your like ideal fantasy, you still like have to purity test feminism.
hold all the cards. Your comfort is the only thing that counts right now. And if I overstep, I want you to know you can tell me so. But that's not happening. Don't think I'm unaware we're at different points in our careers.
Okay. One bone for life says Minotaur is being a simp. Make them pay. This is a woman's like dark fantasy romance novel. Of course, the main female character is gonna have every male love interest orbit around her. That is how women write themselves in stories. That, of course, the Minotaur is a simp.
No, you can say you don't want to see me again. You can.
It's literally like when feminists complain about like a female character only serving as like a love interest role. You know, it's like that in reverse.
Tell me to stop coming to the farm when you're working. It's dinner, not a down payment of your time. But I'm in a position to comfortably spoil someone. So when you're with me, I'm spoiling you. End of story. She was a good feminist, she told herself. And
she was a good feminist.
She definitely couldn't be bought. But if he had suggested at that moment that he would have appreciated a blowjob, she would have fallen face first on his cock with an open mouth without a shred of hesitation. Inside every woman, there are two wolves. Or two bowls. The strong, independent girl boss and the submissive, doting housewife. And in the presence of a masculine man, or a farm animal, she will fold like a lawn chair and instantly return to factory settings.
It's dinner, not a down payment for your time. But I'm in a position to comfortably spoil someone, so when you're with me, I'm spoiling you. End of story.
Dog, I think this girl needs to like not go to dinner. Like she can skip a few dinners. She can stay on the appetizers.
I highlighted that paragraph for myself.
Clean up aisle 5. So that's what I thought of it. But what did other people think of it?
Like, okay, in all fair, I'm not inherently against like paying on the first day. I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna take her anywhere expensive on a hypothetical first date. I'm not gonna like blow my whole wad of cash. But it's like, okay, let's just like the meal's what, $20-$30. Like, what? That's fine. That's whatever.
What are the reviews on this book? This book has a 4.1 on Amazon with 21,000 ratings and a 3.6 on.
Wait. Amazon has a best of book talk like label. They have Amazon has integrated a book talk like tag for their store.
Reads with nearly 60,000 ratings. Let's just read some random ones here. Hear me out. Hear me out. A milking good time. Sweet and
wait. Do you see it? One of those reviews was from 2021.
Random ones here.
This book has been out for years.
Hear me out. A milking.
Who's willing to bet this book is like at least at one like public high school somewhere?
In good time. Sweet and creamy.
Oh, okay. Also, look at the reviews. See how many are like the format's Kindle.
The spice is spicing.
That's paper bread. That was in Sweden.
Starting this because I thought it was just going to be porn. The plot is pretty good. The plot? This is like the new, I read Playboy for the articles, like, sure you do. This book could kill a Victorian child. 5 stars, I'll never look at a jug of milk the same. I think I'm lactose intolerant now. So that happened. Our eyes will never see the gates of heaven.
See, like, when you're a child, you'd probably blame Israel, right? But, like, as an adult, you realize, oh, wait, we are all just goy cattle.
1 star, not a helpful guide.
Like these. Why is that profile picture like that?
This book failed to teach me how to milk a cow, and now my family has no.
Wait, format audible audio. Imagine who voices the audio book for this.
For the winter. 1 star, accidentally ordered while on pain medication after an operation. Gave this to my mom as a joke gift for Christmas. You what? Lesai. Why can't?
Imagine. Women out there, imagine your daughter giving that to you for Christmas.
Can't human males be more like this? Tall, rich, and handsome are no longer enough, boys. Now you have to be a 9-foot tall creature from Greek mythology with a 13-inch dick. I never want
We're cooked, dude. We're cooked.
I want to hear from another person about how they read 100 books in a year if this is the kind of slop they are consuming.
That's so true. That's guys. I read. Shut up.
Well, Ronald, man detected, this isn't for you.
Man detected.
This is for women. So take your ass back to Barely Legal Babysitter 5 or whatever the f you watch that is so morally superior than this. Let him who is without sin.
Wait, barely. Okay, you know what? Not even gonna analyze that.
Cast the first stone, okay? God bless America. It's great to live in a country where I can casually enjoy cozy erotica about a young woman who milks her way to financial security and true love with a minotaur. This is what freedom looks like, and I intend to fully enjoy it before the Supreme Court takes this right away next.
I hope the Supreme Court does. I hope the Supreme Court is like, yeah, this is not protected under the first pornography, smut. This is not protected under the First Amendment. Actually,
if this is what freedom looks like, I'm really rethinking my stance on freedom. Not gonna lie, maybe we should have less of it. All I know is if Donald Trump takes the monster porn, we are going to make 2020 look like a picnic. Okay. Bullcock matters. Oh my god! Edit that out, editor. Edit that out.
The cat face. That was a good edit right there. Speaking of editors, I am taking editor applications. So if you would like to edit for my channel, but it's go to manicvtube@gmail.com and send it. The position will be paid by performance. It will not be an hourly position. It's by the video performance.
Women are going to be picking up Animal Farm now. Like, where's
I forgot to advertise the whole new editor position early on the stream, but now would be a good time to do so considering she broke the fourth wall.
the horse cock? Some of you people owe a certain streamer an apology because this book has way too many 5 stars. Some of you are lying. So after buying this book, Amazon has given me a few interesting recommendations.
Oh, she bought it on Amazon. Dude, never buy. She like if I was gonna buy that, I was gonna buy it. If I were to buy something for a video that's like that embarrassing, I was gonna buy it on like an alt account, you know, like a business account, you know. And that's purely because like you buy one like, you know, degenerate book, that's what's gonna be recommended to you on Amazon. All right, Rabbit Jazz is that A stand for Australian? $5. I've had enough of my guitar. Shut up. Putting it to sleep. I don't know what the context is of that. But thank you for the money. That is much appreciated.
Would you like to see them? I accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend. That time I got
Oh wait, okay, both of them are black women so
drunk
far.
and saved a demon. Gentling the
okay, this is less diverse.
beast. Cupcakes for my orc enemy. Main of my existence.
No, I'm not even.
The gargoyle.
Wait, coloring? That was a coloring book? Yeah. Why? Okay, you know what?
Beast. Cupcakes for my orc enemy. Main of my
Is this what women do? Like is when they're just like home alone, like they do coloring books when they're like in their 20s and 30s?
my existence. The gargoyle and the spinster. The widow
Okay. I don't know, that ginger girl looked a little thick there.
and the orcs. Hoarded by the dragon. There's
Why is that woman pregnant? Why is that woman pregnant with the dragon behind him?
something about dragons. Getting it on with gargoyles.
See, okay. I think what the editor should have done is put like just how many sales or how many reviews, because I'm pretty sure Amazon doesn't publicly tell you the sales of each product, but they will tell you reviews. They should like to the like left or right, you know, to the side, right? Just put in like how many reviews and what the star rating is.
Gotten by the gator. Mated to
The gator.
the mountain bear. Oh, so this is why they chose the bear. The billionaire orc. Moth manager.
Wolves and whipped cream.
Wolves.
Also, okay, look at the woman that is depicted here, right? She has Like her bangs, only the bangs, like the hair in front is blonde. She has like she's on the thicker, chunkier side, right? She has tattoos on her arms.
And whipped cream. The wolf in my tavern. Pounded by produce.
A veggie love tale. Okay, is this supposed to be okay? This has to be like a Veggie Tale parody, right? Because tomato, like Bob the tomato, I'm assuming that's a cucumber, like Larry the cucumber, veggie love tale, Veggie Tale, right? Like it has to be a spoof somewhat.
So what? Are these the books the Nazis burned?
My husband only reads finance and sci-fi books, and so I think it's about time that I introduce him to some real literature.
Oh, real literature?
So the first book that I would like to introduce you to is called...
Also, like, come on. Like, what's wrong with sci-fi? Like, sci-fi barely gets adapted into, like, a worthwhile TV show or movie, right? So you might as well just read that.
Morning Glory Milking Farm. And it's not a normal milking farm like with cows. What it is it's big, bulky...
Come on, she has to be rage baiting him, right? Rage baiting your significant other is a peak. Like, it's a top 5 experience, by the way.
And it's a special type of milking.
See, honey, she's his stepsister, and she got stuck in the washer machine again. Women on TikTok are openly, proudly talking about the porn they consume and getting mad at people when they make fun of it. I hereby ban men from reacting to romantasy on TikTok.
Jezebel.
Romantasy books like A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Fourth Wing contain descriptions of hot sex. I feel like that's common knowledge, if not their primary purposes. But in recent months, book talk has become full of men clutching their pearls while reacting to steamy scenes from these popular female-centered books. Obviously, this is all a massive performance. We live in the age of OnlyFans. The odds are that these men have seen actual porn that defies the laws of physics and God. Over 90% of men between...
What is that even supposed to mean? What is going on OF?
Between the ages 16 and 73 watch porn in any random month. There's statistically no way all of these guys are shocked by the sex itself. What they are gawking at is sex from the perspective of female desire, scenes that depict women coming first and frequently.
I'm in the 10%, by the way. # never goon.
And what they are surprised by
Can you guys put never goon in chat? Only if you're a real never gooner.
is the women they know love these scenes. In one video, a guy declares, "Now I know why women enjoy book clubs and wine." But his astonishment in itself is astonishing. Like, what do you think adult women were into? Not having sex and drinking wine? Grow up. Imagine a group of men sitting around drinking wine, discussing the porn they watch. That is what you guys are essentially doing. It's just funny, okay? Like, it's funny. Are we really going to pretend that a story about a young woman getting a job milking mythical creatures to pay off her student debt is not funny? It's funny. If that makes me a sexist or misogynist,
so be it.
To act like you are so different and above the other Gooners is just, it's silly. I'm sorry, but you are no different than Joe Schmo jorking it to fat booty Latinas in Space 12. You're sitting there all high and mighty, one hand on the book.
I know she made that up, but there's a non-0% chance that that's a real thing.
Acting like you're so superior because you can perfectly envision a horse cock spinning 360 degrees in your mind. I'm not impressed. The scenes these men are reading, to many people, myself included, are insanely sexy. But purely in terms of the acts being described, they aren't all that lurid. And as many of the...
Yeah, guys, like, you know, when she was milking that cow, or the humanoid cow, you know, it's like, man, I really related, you know. Okay, you know, not related.
Comments on this video point out, there's much wilder stuff out there.
Man, the student debt plot line really turned me on, bro.
For example, these men have clearly not yet discovered nodding, a popular term in romantasy.
Oh, please don't tell me what nodding is. When I think of nodding, I think of like when you and the boys start like tying your penises together, you know, and then you get stuck in a knot, then you're like stuck together.
Right now that involves werewolves whose penises get so swollen after sex they have to stay inside their partners until the swelling subsides. Oh, Oh, honey, that's not a popular trend in romantasy. That's just a thing real dogs do. Oh, you just don't get it. You don't know what knotting is. What are these women reading, bro? What happened to that, like, stupid fucking corny Hallmark thing? Going home for Christmas to your hometown and falling in love with the cute farmer boy. What happened to that? We used to make fun of that. We truly did not know what we had until it was gone.
They hate the wholesome sloth.
Now women out here fantasizing about getting their asses clapped by demons and werewolves and goblins and ghouls. I remember when 50 Shades of Grey came out and people were like, oh my god, this is so crazy. Women are crazy. 50 Shades of Grey looks like missionary sex through a bedsheet for the sole purpose of procreation compared to the shit the average woman on TikTok is reading.
Wait, through a bedsheet?
At least Christian Grey was a human man and not a f***ing dog! You fantasize about dating the quiet, shy, nerdy girl. You know, she's innocent, she's pure, she's not like those other girls, like going out clubbing and hooking up with random men. No, she's at home, curled up by the fire in a blanket, reading a book. Except that book is about f***ing a half man, half bull. Let me let you in on a little secret. The quiet, nerdy girl is way more of a freak than the average hoe. Are you kidding me? It's not even close.
Yeah, dude, it's over, dude. It's over.
The average hoe might have a body count of like 15 or so, but the quiet nerdy girl is fantasizing about getting back shots from Cthulhu. That is at least 100 bodies. Now listen, there's nothing inherently wrong with fantasizing, okay? There's nothing wrong with role play. You know, fiction is fiction, right? You know, you're not actually going to bang your stepsister, right? These women are not actually going to bang a cow, or at least I hope not.
I feel like stepsister would be a lot more relatable than cow. I'm pretty sure there wasn't some guy that worked at porn, not just some guy, but somebody pretty important in P Hub, like the company, right? He did a Reddit AMA, and in the comment section asking a question is like, oh, why are you pushing like the stepsister stepbro like shit like on the front page? And then the P Hub account, or like whoever was working there, was like I think he just said it was anti-Semitic to imply that. It's like, what are you doing?
We all know there is a difference between fantasy and reality. Well, what happens when they try to bring fantasy into reality? Well, you get Sinners and Stardust.
Okay. October 4th. That's just Pyramid Head.
What in the eyes wide shut is going on here? Sinners and Stardust was supposed to be a dark romance ball for romantasy authors and fans alike. So what's the big deal? Seems like a fun—
That sounds like the most nightmare blunt rotation of all nightmare blunt rotations.
Sexy time, right? Maybe, if you're a woman. If you're a man, the night may have gone a little differently for you. Alright y'all, it appears I have to make a post that I'm frankly pretty goddamn upset I have to make. This post is for the readers who don't understand consent and boundaries only. A lot of you may know my good friend Animus. He's attended a signing of mine in the past and obviously is a musical artist. This past weekend, he attended Sinners and Stardust and probably had one of the most heartbreaking experiences. So listen, he's a man, right? But do we think that—
The way she prefaces it, like this is how she speaks to her female audience, right? So listen, he's a man, right?
means it's okay to put your hands all over him without consent, or to put your hands in his waistband or down his pants or touch his dick? Hello? Do we think it's okay to quite literally back him into a corner and touch all over him to the point that he literally cannot tell how many hands are on him and whose are whose? Do we think it's okay to send him into an actual panic attack because of this? Furthermore, do we think it's okay—
I do think, panic attacks are overused, or like kind of I don't want to say they're cringe, because obviously panic attacks, you're gonna be fucked up mentally, right? But like if a bunch of and we're not talking about normal looking women, we're talking about like book talk Gooner novel readers, imagine a bunch of those on you.
To interrogate him and
I don't have to imagine, all right? You don't want to imagine it.
Insist he detail how he'd kidnap a woman, despite him repeatedly saying he wouldn't do that, and that shit is fiction, and then attempt to follow him when he tries to get away. And if that wasn't enough, During the time of this mob, him and another author received notification that an AirTag was tracking him, which showed on his person all the way to his hotel room. They molested this guy until he passed out from anxiety, and then they put a f***ing tracker on him in order to stalk him back to his hotel. This poor guy.
Dude, like, dog, this sounds worse than whatever Diddy was doing, frankly. Like that like just the way that's described, that's horrible. That is she put it so bluntly.
I dressed like a cat.
I don't know. Maybe I feel like she might have put in the passed out part, because I'm not sure if that was in the Instagram post.
Character in one of the romantasy books at this romantasy convention full of women. That is like throwing roast beef into a pit of wolves. Or in this case, throwing a wolf into a pit of roast beef. I remember years ago there was this thing called cosplay is not consent. Basically, it was a campaign to bring attention to the fact that people at conventions would often come up to women dressed in sexy costumes and just grope and grab them without their consent. Yeah, apparently we have to bring that back because these women did not get the memo. I've been a furry for over a decade and attended a lot of fur cons. Sure, sometimes weird shit happens, but honestly, I can't believe—
Dude, when even the furries are calling you out, you know it's bad. Like, the furries are looking at this, like, dark romantasy shit, and it's like, oh my goodness, at least we are not like them.
The dark romance crowd is out here acting like this. Like, me and my buddies in our fursuits are more respecting of consent and bodily autonomy. Get your shit together.
I mean, how are you gonna, like, touch each other when you're in fursuits? Like, duh.
Together, y'all. When the fur—
Actually, I'm sure somebody out there in the comment section or in the live chat knows. I'd rather not know, frankly.
Start calling you out for being freaks, you need to reflect. Something has gone horribly wrong. Not only were the men at this book talk convention assaulted, but women were also assaulted by women. Multiple women, including a performer, reported being assaulted there as well. Even an author there said she was groped and dragged away from her friends and said no matter how many times she said no, quote, "My words did nothing." May I remind you—
this is a crowd of people. They are not domesticated.
This is a book convention, okay? For books. Literal BDSM clubs are more respectful than this. There needs to be more studies on how this stuff affects women's brains, because clearly some are unable to tell the difference between fantasy and reality. Ivy Lipton, a doctoral candidate in human sexuality, actually wrote about this for EV Magazine. I don't know what a doctoral candidate in human sexuality is, but she's—
Yeah, that sounds fake.
Taught, so I trust her. Your brain on orgasms isn't neutral. Dopamine release during climax is a powerful conditioning agent. What you repeatedly fantasize about becomes necessary for arousal. If your erotic imagination centers around abuse, monstrous violence, and submission to non-human entities, your brain is reprogramming itself to crave just that. It's not empowerment, it's neuroplasticity at its darkest. Scientists, psychologists, and the general public often state that men are visual and women are emotional. When it comes to sex, men can be turned on instantly by a sexual image to spite their mood, and women need to be turned on emotionally to get in the mood. So it stands to reason that porn for men is visual and porn for women is in the mind. I'm not equating porn to smut novels, because one is a video of two people actually having real sex, and the other is, well, just words on paper. I am, however, talking about the effect on the consumer. We know watching porn is bad for the brain. That's been proven and only rejected by Gooners who don't want to give it up. But is—
She has like a doctoral in human sexuality and is saying Gooners.
Reading smut bad? You might say—
Does that mean it's an actual term? It's an actual, like, linguistic jargon?
That's the whole point. Okay, fair enough. So let me rephrase. Is reading smut harmful? Should we shame people for things that are wrong, immoral—
Yes.
Or harmful? In my line of work, I've been told many times that shame has no place in sex. But if I use my brain for 2 seconds, it's clear that line of thinking is nonsense. Incest should be shamed, bestiality should be shamed, pedophilia should be shamed.
I like how there were 2 words that were there were 2 words that were censored there, but bestiality is like, flew under the radar. You're allowed to say that.
I'm not equating monster smut with these things, but there are 50 shades of gray, so to speak, along the spectrum of harmful. Conditioning your brain and body to associate pleasure with monsters, slavery, or sexual violence is not healthy. Basically, they're cooked. Like, women are cooked. They are frying their brains with this stuff. It's a pipeline, right? It's like the infamous evil alt-right pipeline. You know, you start watching Shoe on Head, owning the feminists in 2015, and then in 2025, you're hailing Hitler, right? You know, the alt-right pipeline. And this one's like, you're reading
I feel like there's probably one person that did that.
Morning Glory Milking Farm, and the next thing you know, you're Mrs. Hands, right? Just
I don't know. The idea that we are still discussing like an alt-right pipeline in 2025 it's completely ridiculous. Because it's been debunked. Like, it's been debunked for like 6 years. I get people just still use the phrase pipeline. It's like, oh yeah. It's like, oh man, did you know when you watch a YouTube video, YouTube will like, know what you watch and then send you shit that's like similar to what you watched? Whoa.
say no. Just say
Guys, I'm a journalist. I get paid like 60,000 a year. And not even 60,000, like 120,000 a year. I live in New York. I can barely fucking afford an apartment with my 2 roommates. My cat is shitting all over the litter box and it doesn't fucking know how to pee. What am I getting at? Oh yeah, I don't even know how an algorithm works. I'm a tech journalist. I work for Wired, by the way.
no to monster porn. But why is monster smut so popular with women in particular? Like, you rarely see the opposite, and when you do, it's just like a girl with cat ears and fangs, or like a 10-foot tall dommy mommy vampire with giant
Lady Dimitrescu is like most safe horny Reddit shit ever.
titties. Meanwhile, women are like,
I said it.
the pollution monster from Fern Gully. So people on Reddit asked this
Glup shitto reference.
very question. Let's see the responses. Why do you guys like monster romance?
2 years ago.
Asking for a friend. Several reasons. 1, human men are quite often terrible.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're attracting bad men. What race of men is the most attracted to you, by the way?
Romance books with human men are already partly fantasy, but Monsters just takes the fantasy bit further. 2, it's sort of human nature to imagine relationships with paranormal beings and creatures.
What?
We've been doing it in literature and art for centuries. It's just
Oh yeah, Beauty and the Beast.
gotten a lot more graphic now, lol. 3, unique body forms / parts and so many different kinds of dicks. Scary, mean, terrifying creature is sweet to her, kind, takes care of her, protects her, works hard to be gentle, etc. Maximal escapism, minimal association to real life assholes, the patriarchy, misogyny, and
The Patriot. Oh my dude, we need
oppression of women, etc., etc. Because the monsters are
oppression of dude. Vampires would never oppress anyone. Wow.
less dangerous than dating actual men. As a fat woman of color, modern, contemporary, and even fantasy romances are hard to click to because they are almost always about thin white women and just too realistic. And romance in real life is not always attainable for fat women / women of color. In monster alien romance, though, my size doesn't matter, and it's easier to get into that headspace and enjoy it. I'm sick.
Yeah. Well, in whatever monster / alien, dude, I'm thinking like Bob versus like from Monsters vs. Aliens, just like going inside her.
My size doesn't matter, and it's easier to get into that headspace and enjoy it. I'm sick of the men on Earth and looking for some variety. Non-humans haven't betrayed and hurt me, so they feel like a safe haven, if that makes sense. Plus the unusual dick. Monsters have.
How do they describe the dicks? How Oh yeah, reading text about like describing a penis. Oh yeah, that really gets you turned. What?
Fun-shaped cocks. I love some bizarre peen. Unique genitalia. I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. A lot of women's smut, especially monster smut, is about submission, domination, forced breeding, non-consensual consent. The women are like conquered and taken and overpowered by these monsters.
But if I do it, then I get on the sex offender registry. What's up with that? Hypocrisy, feminists?
I think many of these women are reading these books containing monsters and not men because masculinity and dominance in men has been completely demonized in modern society. But
Hold up. Hold up. She's actually going with like high IQ takes here, right? All right, so because people in chat were discussing, right? If she's reading these books, right? Should you approach, or is it too dangerous, right? Well, thing is, right? Maybe right, if she has these books where she's getting like, you know, where like the romance novels about her getting dominated by like fictional creatures, then maybe that means she'll be more perceptive to more aggressive behavior.
The truth is, many women still crave it. You see, the monsters in these stories have those like dominant masculine traits that women like so much, but they're not human men. They have all these traits women desire without the problematic baggage human men bring, without being the men they hate or have been told to hate. It is the perfect guilt-free slop. But they don't just want a wild dominant man, they want to tame a wild dominant man. Similar to
That's true. That's true.
when a man sees an art hoe with a nose ring, you can save her from her daddy issues. You can do it. It definitely won't backfire and ruin your life. Go for it. Go
It will ruin your life.
talk to her. With many women, there's this desire for like danger and aggression, but also the desire to tame that danger and aggression. The desire to be that special woman who can melt his heart. You see, my dragon boyfriend could rip me to shreds and kill me instantly, but he won't because he's nice and he loves me. But honestly, at the end of the day, just like the video I made about the anime girl in a wheelchair where men were saying, this is the average male fantasy, and a bunch of women were like, you want to rape a disabled girl? When in reality, it was just a distilled.
I remember seeing. I remember seeing that original tweet she's talking about. That might be a good video to watch for another day.
Manifestation of the average male fantasy, which is to protect and provide for a sweet woman and save her. This is like basically the flip of that, right? This is just the distilled manifestation of the female fantasy. Men are seeing this and they're saying, what do you mean you want to milk a minotaur? When in reality, it's just to have a big, strong protector and provider swoop you up and save you. And like I said in that video, they're basically both the same fantasy. This is a tale as old as time, the princess being saved from the dragon by a knight in shining armor, whether the dragon be a wheelchair or student loans, you know? But in this case, the woman is being
Student loans is such a lamer, it's such a lamer plot device than a dragon, bruh.
by the dragon, and the knight sits in the corner and watches or something. I don't know. Maybe it's not that deep. There are some hungers better starved than fed. And maybe as women, for the sake of society, we have to starve our hunger for minotaur penis. Yeah, that's the moral of this video. So what do you guys think?
Why is she dressed up like a cow?
Romance genre so popular with women in particular. And who is your weirdest? Hear me out. Be honest. I don't want to hear no.
See, you know, you know, there used to be a time before women could have their own credit cards, and that was like considered sexist and stuff. And we've progressed on that point. However, let's. What a terrible day to be literate. You know, crazy. I remember seeing a chart that like 50% of teens don't know how to read or don't even read, which is crazy. How like, what we're seeing very like polar opposites arise. Like we're seeing like Gooner reading like come out of nowhere, and then we're seeing like literally illiterate people. Like it's just we're getting the two extremes. It's like, can we have like normal books that we all read and that I could like read at a family gathering when I want to be antisocial? Dude. Or I'm stumped. This is this is I can't do this anymore. Dude, I'm done. All right, stream's over. We're not topping this. Goodbye.